Hey, what's up with VOILÀ?
And this is Hive Magazine. Cheers.
This is Hive Magazine. I'm Danny Baker, and today I am here with the guys in VOILÀ. How are we doing?
We're good, thanks for having us.
How's everything been the last couple of days? Firstly, obviously you've done Reading yesterday, Leeds today, like main stage.
Yeah.
Incredible.
No, crazy. It was our first ever UK festival, so to be opening the main for Reading Leeds is mental. Luke, how do you feel about England nowadays?
I really like it. I think I'm going to move here. Yeah, it's been lovely. Everyone's so kind and so attentive. What a great crowd. We're so lucky to have somehow snuck on here. Yeah.
Yeah, there was so many people getting down there early. It was great to see, and the set was a lot of fun. I must say, having the beach balls, everything. It was great. It was great. Everyone was really getting into it.
He loves beach balls.
I do. I've been trying to sneak beach balls into our set since day one, and a lot of places don't let you have them, but outside it's all rules. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at some other festivals I've seen, some bands have like the big ones, so maybe you
know.
need those for next time.
We do. I forgot who it was, but there's another band who came on, I think Royal Otis, a couple hours after us, had really big pink beach balls, and they had it back in Artist Village, these giant pink ones, and I'm standing there with their little beach balls, and I was like, okay, next time. Yeah. Definitely a humbling.
Yeah. Have you guys had any like big culture shocks? I know you've been over here last year, it was?
Yeah.
Have you had any like big culture shocks when you come over here?
I mean, Gus being from London, I've kind of had a warning, and I also live next to a British pub in Los Angeles, so I've dipped my toes in, but I don't know. I feel like it's quite similar to New York. I don't know if that's the wrong thing to say, but I feel like New York just copied everything that London did. I think that's why they call it New England.
That's the right way around. They copied us. But also, I feel like I got betrayed last time out because I took one of Luke's other friends to a British pub. He was talking about British pub. I took them to a riverside pub, like on the Thames. It was stunning, down in Chiswick, and I got food poisoning from a fucking fish and chips. And literally right in our rehearsal days. So I was on the bus with food poisoning. It was let's not go there.
I can't think of anything worse. Oh my god, I'm like,
so bad.
Like, that's giving me anxiety for you.
Almost.
Oh my god.
I also thought that Gus was just bad at spelling, but there are so many words that are spelled differently here, like authorize and color with OU.
There's so many.
I owe him an apology. Yeah,
definitely. Well, speaking of like being on the tour bus and everything as well, you guys are off on another headline run after this.
Yes.
How do you find kind of doing, obviously you're kicking it off with a festival, shorter set, and then you're rehearsing two different sets basically, like how are you picking the set list for those and everything?
Well, a couple things. We call our fans the magicians, and we ran a poll with the magicians where they could pick the set list. So we took all of their picks, and that's how we built our set list. And we found that they were picking songs from all of our different albums, so we've structured the set to be our version of the Eras tour, where we're going through all of our albums.
Incredible.
And then for the 7, in terms of like the festival sets, keeping it short, we actually did a mashup of like 4 of our songs in one, which was like a 4-minute mashup, which was really fun. And then we actually did an interesting thing where normally we end with Figure You Out, because that's the song that's like giving us a career, to be honest. But in the festival set, we ended with Glass Half Empty, which is like a real energetic, rocky number, and it just felt right to play that in a festival, and like just essentially anyone that doesn't know who the fuck we are, which is most of the festival, they have a chance to just go mental on one song and be like, oh, these guys are all right. Like, it's quite fun.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, yeah, the set list did seem a bit different, because I was like, oh, are they finishing early? And I was like, oh no, there is more. It's okay.
And Gus always goes into the crowd during Glass, so that way if anything happens to him, I don't have to carry on the show. It ends there. Yeah.
Talking about that, my pack fell off. So I was jumping around, having too much of a good time. Pack goes off, and we were all jumping, but luckily I dug around and found it, and then carried on the song. But it was worth it. So worth it.
Yeah. And all of the dust as well. Oh my god.
Oh, apparently we were speaking to our LD, and he was saying, there's a dust cloud that like came up when you were jumping around, which is quite fun.
It was crazy. It's been like that like most of the weekend, but yeah, it was literally as soon as you guys were on, it was all like all up.
Hell yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah. It'll look great on like the videos and everything.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Like there's been I've seen so many people that are fans of you guys in the crowd singing along. It's been great to see, and you guys have such like a close relationship with your fan base. Of course, you have like the Discord where you get all of the exclusives, all of that kind of stuff.
You're very well versed.
Of course I know.
No, we're obsessed with it, to be honest.
I think I saw you next to James.
James is one of my best friends.
No way. So he's one of our magicians who's been to the second most amount of shows of any magician. So he holds a pretty high title.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I get like pictures and messages constantly in like our group chat and everything. It's great, and he's doing the full run this time round as well.
Yeah,
So,
I ran out to
yeah.
see him during the set 'cause I was like, no way, James. Yeah.
So shout out to James. Let's.
He really is.
I purposely didn't tell him that I was interviewing you guys,
Oh, nice.
so I can surprise him with it as well. So that'll be
Big
great.
surprise,
That'll be
James.
great.
Yeah. What a nice guy. Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing to see so many people like traveling out from like Europe and everything as well. Like, how does that feel for you guys? So like far away and like still seeing people like screaming the words.
It's humbling. Yeah, absolutely. We're so honored, and it's just been a giant pinch me moment, I think, since day one.
Yeah.
Since anyone's listened, you know.
And I think for us also, just because this is our first headline tour, what we're about to do. You know, we did a co-headline last year, and I think seeing people in person, the people that, you know, we've always seen as like numbers on a screen in streaming world, you know, actually meeting those people, and actually on top of that, seeing them meet each other is like the most amazing experience.
Absolutely.
So like when I'm like giving that energy out into the crowd, I see it reciprocated, and then them having an amazing time because they're next to each other and they're both fucking knowing every lyric and like almost challenging each other to like go mental. That I think is just like, that's the pinch me moment for me. It's like, oh, we're actually doing something here. You know, this isn't just numbers on a screen. It's like real emotion and relationships. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think social media is like so important for bands now, and you guys are like on top of your socials game. Like, you're great with all of the like the videos, the TikToks, the reels, like the whole thing. But
Thank you.
there's something about just like getting out there that's it's
100%.
It's great. But how do you find kind of keeping up with the social media, especially when you're like on tour and things like that?
Yeah, I think social media to me is a new way of doing music videos, and so we've been treating it as such. We shoot with music video cameras, and we go and we rent sets, and we try to make it as aesthetic as possible. I think that the vertical format is just the new horizontal, and once you start thinking of it that way, we just plan it out in advance. When we're on tour, we just have our music videos coming out every week. Yeah.
Yeah. And also on the social media side, got to shout out, like, we got a wonderful little team now. So like even like Jenny, who like ran the first fan page, and it like she has an account called Street Magicians, and like we got someone on the team called Emma who like handles a lot of stuff for us. So it's a really nice ecosystem of people that are around us now in like the socials world, so we don't miss anything, you know. So that's kind of how we keep up with it on tour too, because yeah, it would be impossible to like rehearse for 2 sets and like tour and post everything. So I really want to shout those girls out because they're crushing it.
Plus, tour creates a lot of content for us, you know, because
Oh, absolutely,
we
absolutely.
get to
yeah,
show
it's
everybody
great.
what magicians look like all across Europe and the UK.
Yeah, I mean, we had I think it was your mum earlier on. We saw her. She took a picture of me and James with
No
one
way.
of the set lists. So
Aw.
I'll hopefully see that. That was really sweet.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
talking
so
to her
lucky
for a
for
while,
that,
and
yeah.
she's so sweet, so sweet.
Yeah.
It's amazing that she's here.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just pinch me moment after pinch me moment. I feel incredibly lucky. Yeah.
Of course. And talking of your like socials and aesthetics as well, of course you guys have kind of the outfit aesthetics for all the shows and the tour and all of that kind of stuff, and it's honestly, it's the coolest. I absolutely love
thank you
it.
for
Like,
saying that.
there's a good chance that I'm going to be at the Manchester show, and I'm like, I feel like I need to bring it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the point.
Yeah, to be fair, this is a Manchester-based brand where I'm from as well, so
Yeah, it looks great.
It's great. So shout out Modern Streets Apparel there as well, by the way. My good friend Jack, he's amazing
great
at
job,
what he
yeah.
does. Yeah. When you come to Manchester, if you go into Affleck's Palace, it's like all like independent alternative shops
Really?
and everything, and they're in there as well.
Yeah,
so
we
that's,
should definitely check that out.
Get one of those.
Yes. They're great. They're bringing out some more soon as well. Like he keeps sending me the designs, and I'm like, just save one for me, please. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. But where do you guys get kind of your inspo from for all of these outfit aesthetics and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to be an author growing up, and I'm really drawn to fiction and fantasy, and I feel that music is a wonderful escape into magic, and I believe that so are books. And if we can combine some of those fantasy elements within our music, I think that that's the perfect visual representation of how the lyrics should find you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I like to dress like that too. So it's.
Because I was going to say
yeah.
the outfit is
One
incredible.
of his 7 suitcases that are now sitting on the tour bus.
Oh, I feel that I'm the same.
did
Literally,
overpack.
when I got to like we're camping here, and like I had like one of the big like camping trolleys, and everyone else was there with like their one backpack, and I was like,
Yeah.
I need all of it. It's like I don't make the rules. Like,
No, it's the story. Like that's the interesting thing that Luke's really like, you know, has taught me is like there's so much like lore, you can bring to something
Yeah.
by the visual representation, right? Like everything's thought out. The concept of Luke one night looking slightly different for like, a different experience for a different crowd is super important. So it's really interesting to at least like bring that in some capacity, because hell knows I'm not bringing it. So like we got it somehow.
I'm very passionate about being yourself, and I'm also very passionate about. There's something in me that feels that when you're performing, people are coming to see you, you should put on a show, and it's a lot more fun if people are participating in the show too. So if I can look out and see a mirror where everybody is also dressed up, I think it's a lot more enjoyable for the both of us.
Yeah. I think the beauty of your Discord as well is like everything's in there, kind of like all
Yeah.
the lore, the community is amazing.
It's fun.
amazing.
It should feel like an escape. It should be like, you drive the same streets that you always do. When you park at the concert venue, you walk into a completely different world. And that is voila to me.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And then moving on to talk about the music side of VOILÄ.
Please,
Of
yeah.
course.
Would love to.
Obviously, we've just had part one, the last
Yeah.
laugh, not too long ago now.
No.
It's,
6 weeks ago? No, 2 months ago?
Yeah, almost 8 weeks, 9
Yeah.
weeks.
And what an album, firstly, what
Thank
an
you.
album. But there's some great features on there. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got Christine Gates who's coming on tour with you. You've got Weathers, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We love the Weathers guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it kind of like collaborating on tracks? What was the creative process kind of like with that? Was it like equally shared, or like how did the idea come about? All of it, really?
Of course. Well, I can speak to the Wireless one. We were so fortunate that they were one of the first people that ever took us out to play a show. They allowed us the honor of opening up for them in Santa Cruz, and that was a really important show for us because we hadn't played a lot of shows, and we had wanted to work with them ever since then. And it was such a luxury to be able to hit them up, and they wanted to do it. And we wrote a emo drinking song, and I love it. I listen to it a lot. We don't drink, Gus and I, but we like writing about it.
Yeah.
And then for Christian, he actually reached out, I think, originally, and we like percolated on his stuff for a minute and like already knew some of his tunes, so we were like, oh, this could be really sick. And then we just got in the studio and it was so quick. I mean, literally, we probably were done with the song in 5 hours. And we also brought in our co-producer Hosu on it, who's an amazing producer that we went to actual music school with. And yeah, we literally finished that so fast, and are very excited to bring him out on tour with us for the headline
Yeah.
run. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you could have like a dream feature on a VOILÄ track, who would that be?
It changes a lot. It changes a lot for me. I think the dream continues to grow and evolve. I really like writers, so like Pete Wentz obviously would be incredible. I used to take the Fall Out Boy album liners and then rewrite the songs, but from my perspective. And so I really feel like I would love to work with Pete Wentz as a lyricist. Also on the lyrics front, I like a lot of people coming out of Nashville. Like Sam Hunt, I think is amazing, and obviously like he's been at it for a long time and it's country, but I feel like his lyricism would be awesome in the rock environment. But my first concert ever was the Goo Goo Dolls, so I feel like Johnny Resnick. I also think Johnny would sound great with Gus, so I think if I had to pick one actual collaboration, it would be the Goo Goo Dolls.
That'd be like so full circle as well.
Yeah,
That'd
it would
be incredible. Yeah.
I was like, I have a picture. I was, I think 7, and I went and I won radio tickets to go meet them.
Oh.
And I have a picture with me and my dad and my mom, and they gave me like a little guitar pick, and I still have it. And
That's
that
so
was, I
sweet.
think, when I fell in love with wanting to be a musician.
Yeah,
That moment. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And just to start to wrap this up a little bit now as well, are there any up and coming bands you're loving that you want to shout out?
Ooh. Well, I mean, they're not really up and coming. They're already big, but South Arcade I just saw, and they've
killed
just
it, they
played.
killed it.
Oh my God,
They're
they're fucking
like-
crushing it.
Yeah, I've like seen them. I saw them like when they were playing in like tiny little bars like
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago, and it's like, yeah, I did have a little cry when I saw them like
They're
play
so
main stage.
Yeah, and they absolutely destroyed it. I'm trying to think who else. I'm also just loving the fact that like dance music and rock are coming together a little bit. I mean, I was going to say Bring Me for the collab, that's like the Dream collab. But like I think that, I mean, it's not obviously like an answer to your question, but I think it's like a huge inspiration from like the production style that they've brought into the mainstream. I think that's incredible. Like I think they were one of the first guys to actually bring dance music and rock music together. And to me, that is now getting widespread attention, and that's a massive inspiration for our music. So, like, if I can not say an up-and-coming band, but an up-and-coming sound, that's
Yeah,
what I would go for.
absolutely,
Like, it's crazy.
absolutely.
I would say Leanna Firestone. incredible singer-songwriter, and these kids who are doing the garage band thing called Riffwood out of Denver. They're awesome. They're like 16 and so sick. They're doing like barn shows and house shows, and yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give those a listen later.
For sure.
Absolutely. And then my final question for you guys, I guess, is just what is next with VOILÄ? Is there anything you can tell us about?
I mean, I'll pass it to Gus, but a song every 3 weeks, and we're gonna keep doing that, and 2 albums every year. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've got our European headliner now, then we've got our US headliner, and we might or might not have another headline run early 26 in a place we've never been before.
That's very, very exciting stuff.
Very
there.
exciting, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me, guys. It's been
Thank you
amazing.
so much. Thank you so much. Take care and send our love to James, please.
Of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course.